all you gorgeous Aquarians. I hope you've been looking after yourself. Welcome to your messages from Spirit for June 2025. As you know, Aquarius, we always start off when we do our readings, those of you who follow us, with a message from the angels, gods, and goddesses deck. Now, this deck is absolutely fantastic. The messages are wonderful. And so we ask for one. We just ask for one message from Spirit for you. And we put it to one side. We don't look at it. I thought there was two there, but no, there's only one. And we'll have a read. We'll read it out to you at the end. And so, Aquarius, let's have a look, shall we? What is it Spirit wants to say to us this month? And you know, I say us, we, our, as if I'm you. It's just the way I don't know, it's just the way I am. Yeah. So, okay, let's see. What is it that you'd like to say, please, to our beautiful Aquarians? So this is for June 2025. We'd like to ask, please, for the overall energy to begin with. And then we will have a look at your relationships, friendships, love, if that's what they want to do. And then we'll have a look at your finances and your career. Okay, so this is for our beautiful Aquarians. Could you please open up this reading with the general energies of what to expect for them for the month of June 2025? Okay. And we have the Ace of Swords. Aces are always, new ideas, new opportunities. Wonderful, wonderful cards to get. We have the Release card, which is letting things go, moving on in a whole new direction. We have the Six of Wands. Wow, victory. Victory. We have the Two of Wands. Oh, we have the World. Oh, wow, this is great. Aquarius, this is very, very good. So let's have a look here. And as you know, Aquarius, my name is Linda. I'm from Australia. And if you decide to make a comment on your video, I will respond to you very, very quickly. I check my comments every morning while I'm having my morning cup of tea. And so I'll send you a little tick and a heart and maybe something else as well in regards to messages or comments. Aquarius, we have the World. We have two major arcana, one at the beginning of the month, one at the end. And the beginning of the month is the Release card. It's the Release card. It's letting go. It's moving on. Time to move on. And so this is about something coming to a completion. This is something finally over. Because it is a general reading, we like to skirt around every story behind the card that we're talking about, so that it gives you all an opportunity to be able to resonate with the message Spirit is trying to bring to you here today. This can also be very much a huge transformation, making big changes, things finally coming to a closure. It is very much about difficult times coming to an end. And that can be, in your life in general, it can be health. You may have been going through some difficulties when it comes to your health. You could have been going through some difficulties when it comes to life in general, relationships, friendships, love, and also finances. When we see this is at the Tower of the Tarot, this is actually equivalent to the Tower. I actually like the Tower because it says to me straight away, oh, wow, at last. Yes, things have been tumbling around me. Yes, things have been falling apart. But right now, I know that I do need to move on. I know that I can't do anything about that, and I must make change if I want to move on and improve my life. And so it's good to know that, yeah, look, you know what, it's time. It's time to make big changes in your life, Aquarius. And these will come anyway, because the Tower is very much an act of angelic intervention as far as my beliefs, our belief system goes. Very often Spirit will say to me, it is angelic intervention. And with the Tower, with the Release card, Aquarius, when we experience it, and we all experience it at different times in our lives when we know we have to make change, we can't get away from it. What happens is it's the outcome. That's the why I love this card. It's the outcome. It is an outcome of, I'm glad that happened. I'm glad that that took place, even though it was out of my control in some cases, because if that hadn't have happened, I wouldn't be where I am today. Okay. And it's very possible because it's at the beginning of this month, it's very possible that you've already moved on from this tower. Some of you are already on that path now of walking away from the difficult times. And now in June, it's time now for you to put all of that behind you and know that now is the time. Yes, you would need to be moving on because look, next to it, we've got the Six of Pentacles. And this is about Six of Wands, I beg your pardon. And this is about victory. And this is also, there's some good news coming in. Whenever we see the horses in the decks, horses are bringing in messages or horses are bringing in action. That's the way we look at it. And when we see the Six of Wands, this is all about public recognition, public awards. This is about you being recognized. People say, wow, acknowledging the work, the efforts that you've been putting in. It's good news. It's a wonderful card. It's victory. Got a capital V. And this is following this very difficult time of change. And it's because of these changes, for many of you, because you have actually taken the steps to make this change, this is the outcome. And if you haven't made it yet, you're on the precipice of making it. Expect it to lead to victory. Expect it to lead to better times and opportunities. And opportunities for your new, your opportunities for your ideas and your inspirations and everything coming into fruition. We have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is very much ideas, opportunities, new ideas, something new, seeing the truth of the situation too, because the swords are a little bit different, to the other elements. Swords are about stress and strife sometimes, but more than anything, they are about our thoughts. This is the way we like to look at them. And so this is in our beginnings, and also, you focusing now. This is the time for you to focus on all the good stuff. Focus on your future, focus on your dreams, focus on everything that's going to be victorious, this whole new path, this whole new moving forward. Stay focused and stay positive. Well, and then, of course, we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is very much the Two of Wands can be partnerships, can be working with others, can be a decision that you're trying to make, could also be contracts. You could be going into a contract with someone because it is twos, it is wands. Wands is representing your career, what you do for a living, but when wands also represent family. The wands represent what you do to look after your family, what you do to create your family environment. And so when we look at the twos, very often it can be a decision. It can be a decision, but it could also be a very successful career and also growth. This is saying to you that now that you've started these new ideas, now that you've started this new transformation in your life, now it's time for you to continue on putting in the effort, working on that, continue to move forward, stay moving forward, because this is what this is all about. This is not a time to think that, oh, well, I've made it now. No, Spirit is saying, no, there's more to come, and it's all good stuff. So this is time for you to move forward in a big way, too. For many of you, you could be working, overseas, where you could be importing, exporting. You could be taking yourself overseas, your product, whatever. And the World card is all about, the path towards success. It's the world. I always say to people, the world is your oyster, and there's so many opportunities for you to branch out in all ways and one when it comes to your life in general. This is a big opportunity. The world is an opportunity for you to move on. This is also about things coming back. There could be an opportunity that could come up again that maybe you could have missed out on in the future. It is very possible. But what Spirit is saying to you when it comes to the world, what Spirit is saying is um, you are where you are now because of what you've been through. So when we look at this card here, this release card, the chariot, the tower, what Spirit is saying is that the accomplishments and the success that is coming, that you could be start to experience, but is coming, is actually going to yield because of these big changes here, where you walked away from that negative situation and moved on, of taking the taking the opportunity to move forward in a different way. Spirit is saying this is now time for you to accept that there's nothing you can't achieve. And when I'm saying this to you, Aquarius, I get the feeling that I'm very much talking to this Two of Wands, this partnership, and I can't help but feel that this is very much about you forging ahead in something very, very different and very new. Because we're looking at some brilliant ideas here. We're looking at victory, we're looking at great ideas, we're looking at contracts, partnerships, moving forward. This is very much now about you going up and up and up and up. And also, my guide is saying to you that this month, Aquarius, it's important that you stand your ground. Stand your ground on what it is you believe in when it comes to what you're capable of doing. Okay, he's saying that you need to have faith and trust in yourself and stick to your guns on some of these ideas, these brilliant new ideas that you have here. You're getting downloads. You know, I feel that you're all getting these downloads. The aces are very much at mind, the swords, I beg your pardon. You've got the ace of swords, which is very much brilliant ideas coming in. And so stick to your guns on what it is you know is going to be successful for you this month. Just whatever you're beginning or whatever you're continuously working on, there could be a situation where you need to stand your ground, stick to your guns, and sort of say, no, I know this is going to work. I know this is going to be successful. I want to see this through. Spirit is saying you need to see this through. You know, you need to continue on. With all of this, because I'm also picking up that for some of you, you could be in a situation where this whole scenario of success is very new. It could be something you've just begun, you know, you just decided to act on. And so now this is a month where you've started it, and now you need to keep going. You need to keep ploughing into it, so to speak, and working on it um, so that it grows into something very, very positive. I want to ask for some clarification, please, for this story for the Aquarians, because we have the world, we have you know, look at that. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, look at this. You should be feeling very happy with yourself because I feel you have accomplished a great deal. You've taken action. You've acted on things, and you know, and you need to stay acting on these things. And look, you've got the Chariot, another major arcana, and this is staying in control. This is seeing things through. It's just Spirit is just confirming what he's just said to you. This is you now. You should be feeling pretty pleased with yourself this month with what you've accomplished, because you've really taken action and things have moved forward the way that you, and this taking action is moving away from this. This is you realizing that I can't stay in that situation. Now I've got to get moving. I've got to move forward. And and this is sitting at the beginning of the month. And so, as we said before, you could have taken this action last month, and now this month you're really working hard on it. So stay focused. Keep working hard on what it is you're trying to accomplish here. And know that it's so important for you to steer your own ship, Aquarius. When I see this, I always, for some reason, the chariot is, he's there, he's got the reins, the horses are there, that he hasn't, he isn't actually holding any reins, but he's in control of, he's charging ahead, he's forging ahead. And that's what this is about, forging ahead and accomplishing many things. Whenever I see it, I look at whenever I see the chariot, I get a vision of somebody in a boat, in a ship, or not a big, boat, with the steering wheel, with the wheel, and steering themselves in the right direction. And I see you now focusing on dead ahead. So this is about you staying in control, steering your ship the way that you want it to go, staying on that path of success, staying on that path of accomplishment, and the path towards success. So it's a wonderful month for you, Aquarius. There's some great things going on here. Nothing negative in this energy for the month whatsoever. In fact, it's all success. It's all, you've got to be feeling pretty happy with yourself, big time. There's no doubt about that. The world is, I always think the world is something that sometimes things can come back, give us another opportunity to accomplish something that we wanted to do a long time ago. Maybe there's an opportunity around you this month. There could be a repeat of something coming up, a repeat of patterns where you will probably need to handle it a bit differently to maybe the way you did the first time. So this could be a month where there could be some things crop up that you're going through again. The whole outcome is success, but maybe it didn't succeed as much as you would have liked in the past. And so now you've got another opportunity to this time do it a bit differently and bring in that success. So we're going to have a look at, that's the general energy of what's going on in June, which is lots of great things. Partnerships, working with others for some of you. Yes, some downloads, brilliant ideas. Also seeing the truth of a situation. You may also see things, at last you might see the truth of a situation where you may have been wondering about something for a while, or something could crop up where you'll actually see the real story. Let's put it that way. And that could be a little bit challenging. However, there's the challenges that you've been going through really are coming to an end now. So there may still be a few things that you may have to sort out, but just continue moving forward on your path when it comes to your career, your business, your livelihood. Just stay focused and realize that there is reward. There's some things going to crop up this month that are going to make you feel pretty pleased with yourself, because we have got a victory here. There's some good news coming in. There's some very good news coming in that's going to lead to some brilliant ideas. That news could make you think, oh, in that case, and you'll start to think about some things because of that message that's coming in. That could lead to, again, a lot of progress and success. Okay. And so we're going to have a look now at your relationships, your friendships, people in your life, and your general energies around those people. And yeah, so I'm just going to use this Oracle deck for a change. So this is all about friendships and relationships, please. We'd like some guidance for our beautiful Aquarius. So friendships. So you need to trust your intuition on have faith in a situation. We have the home card here. We also have a little bit of time out. So maybe you're having a little bit of time out. Maybe you're overdue for a bit of a holiday. It's very possible. But this month you're planning to go on holiday, book a holiday. This is relationships. So this is the home card is here. Maybe there's a need to have some time out from a situation in the home. If there's a few complications going on, we've got the tower here, remember? So yeah, now we've got the study card, paperwork card. And so this month, there could be a situation where maybe you need to look into some paperwork or look into documentation. If you are thinking also, we are talking about relationships. However, we are also talking about your career, your here, your general energy of these opportunities and so on. And some of you, it's very possible that maybe, you're actually going to be doing some studies. You're going to be you're thinking about studying or taking up an apprenticeship or a study of some kind to bring all these great things in so that you can, in fact, move forward in life. So this month, it's very possible that you could, in fact, be studying. Um, and also, you are being asked to take a leap of faith if you are thinking of doing that, because this is going to take you forward in life and bring in new people into your life as well. But we do have the home, so we are talking about um, you, the people in your life, home, having some time out, taking a leap of faith. Around, and there's also paperwork involved in that. If you're not studying a course, then this is study. Make sure you look into the paperwork. You might be thinking of moving in some way, moving on from or moving into your own home for that matter. So we're talking about, we're talking about relationships here. And, it's possible that some of you, not all of you, of course, some of you, um, when it does come to your relationships, there could be a decision that needs to be made. I just want you to know it's about that right now. I know that some of you could be weighing some things up when it comes to family and so on. You could be sort of weighing a few things up. And there's also, some of you could also be looking back and reflecting on some of the things that have been going on in your life when it comes to relationships. And it's, we do have this message about confronting any fears that you may have when it comes to um, freeing yourself or moving away from a situation. And we do have the home card around that as well. So it's possible that maybe you are not happy in the relationship that you're in at the moment. There could be some squabbles going on in the home or whatever. Could be brothers and sisters fighting or whatever. And there is this, we do have this walking away, releasing card. And if you do decide to do that, um, because you want to move on in a much happier state, then it's very possible that once you make that decision, if you decide to do that, you just make that decision, you are going to be moving, some of you will be moving to a much happier time, much better time. This can also be about moving away from, this is relationships. It can be a job. It could be you're not happy where you're working. You just, it's a bit of a toxic environment, and you've been trying to make up your mind whether or not to walk away from that, trying to make up your mind, you make up a decision and make a choice. And we have the scales of justice. And the scales of justice is all about a fair and just decision, making a fair and just decision for your own benefit. But it's also about a fair and just decision being made. And we do have the family support, your family support and stability here as well. So this is about family, your stability in life, those that are involved around you. For some of you, you may be deciding to actually move away or move on from a situation. Now, it is also possible that you may need to stand your ground on this decision that you are deciding to make, that you're going to make or you have made. So if you know that, Aquarius, you know that you do need to move on because you're not happy in the environment being those, the people that you're involved in or you're intermingled with. If you have decided to move on, release yourself from that environment, um, you are being asked to confront your fears around that, not to have any fear around that, because the fear card is saying to me that you could be fearful that if you move on, you don't know where you're going or whether you can afford to go here or afford to go there. But if you are deciding to do that, then you may need to stand your ground on the decision that you're about to make. And you are being asked to make sure you look into everything before you take that jump. Make sure you study it all, focus on that, check the fine print, if there's documentation to be signed. And then before you take that leap of faith, you just make sure that you're not in the dark, that you know exactly what you're signing or anything like that. And then if you've looked into it and you're happy about that, then you may need to stand your ground on this decision of moving forward, moving away from something that no longer serves you, so to speak. So some of you, you're definitely going to be making some big decisions about where it is whether or not you want to stay where you are or whether or not you want to move forward. Look, you have got the wishes come true and you have got the wheel of fortune. And you also have some big opportunities here, victory of some kind. And also we do have this releasing yourself from the difficulties of life. And this is moving on. This is the tower. This is about having faith, trusting your intuition, and moving forward and moving on from a situation. So some of you, not all of you, but some of you, it looks to me like you're going to be doing that. It could be from a relationship, a family relationship, could be a work relationship as well. Because we do have we do have the wands here, which, there's a victory here. There's some good news on the way this month, and we are looking at your home, the place of work, your fears around making a move. Spirit saying to you, don't be frightened to take a leap of faith if you've looked into everything. This can also be about you building this relationship or this business with somebody. Look into the paperwork of that so everything works out well with this business relationship and so on. And so that's what Spirit wants to talk to you about when it comes to relationships. They haven't brought out any love relationships, but some of this could very much still resonate with that, with you when it comes to, you may be in an unhappy relationship and you've decided to walk away. And so again, you need to make sure you check the fine print, look into things. It could be a fair and just decision. You could also be, there could be paperwork that needs to be done about that as well. And so allow trust your intuition too. And if there may be some things, Aquarius, where you need to stand your ground. Okay, now the bottom card is the happiness celebration card. And then, of course, we also have the Hierophant sitting at the bottom too. And the Hierophant very much does, it is a blessings card, but it's also looking for help or advice from somebody who's very skilled in their career. So that could be you looking for a bit of advice and help from a solicitor, your boss, or whatever, or somebody that can help you to get to where you want to go. And also about getting some information on, the money side of things, what has to be sorted out, and so on when it comes to this situation. And there's quite a bit of Aquarius. There's quite a bit of help here around you when it comes to your finances this month. There is a need for some healing, and we have the Tower again, which was the beginning of the month. And so there is going to be a lot of healing take place from this that you've been going through. and that you could even be going through. Now, there's a lot of help here when it comes to uh, from other people helping you to heal, helping you to get your finances sorted, paperwork, documentation, all of that. There could be a situation where there's an agreement that's made. That's again, we've got the scales here, fair and just decision, weighing things up, getting things back into balance. So we have all of that around you as well, going on with this month, Aquarius. And so now I'm going to ask Spirit for some advice when it comes to your finances and your career. Let's have a little look and see what they want to talk to you about. So this is for Aquarius. This is about their finances, their career in general, their monies and so on and so forth. Could you please give them some advice that's relevant for the month of June 2025? Thank you so much. And so what do we have? Yeah. So we have a situation here where Aquarius. So here's the big finance thing, and this is the negotiation. And this, of course, is the Wheel of Fortune. So look, I feel that things are going to work out okay, but there is this situation around your Aquarius in June when it comes to your finances, to your career, and so on. You are being asked to take this leap of faith because we have the Ace of Wands, next to this. So this is opportunity. This is an opportunity to maybe start something fresh, start something new, an opportunity to make change. And yet, even though we have got that, taking this leap of faith, I don't feel it's going to be the easiest of things because we also to take that leap of faith and to move forward. Some of us are going to have to move away from something too. We're going to have to move on. And we've got this move on card at the beginning of the month again. And so this is also seems to be around your finances, your career in general. We've got this moving on. It could be to a different department. It's very possible it could be that too. It could also be moving on in a mindset in many ways. It could be moving away from the stress and strife of some of the people that you're working with. You could be working with some very negative people, and maybe you need to detach from that. But even though there is this a little bit of sadness about walking away, gee, we have an awful lot of good stuff as well. And we do have this. The home is sitting here, and so some of you could be walking away from a situation that's financially a little bit distressing for you. You are taking this leap of faith. You know that you need to take that leap of faith, and there is a decision that you're finding hard to to make. And so, to make the right choice, what we need to do is we need to take the blindfold off, and we need to look at things the way that they truly are. We have to accept the truth and realize that that is the situation. We can't put our head in the sand. And the two barriers that she's got up there, that she's put up, she's blocking, she's putting up these barriers of, I'm not interested. I don't want to go there. I don't really want to go there. She's trying very hard just to hope it'll just go away on its own. And unfortunately, things don't go away on their own, do they? And so, when it comes to your finances, it could be very much a case of having to look at things differently. You might have to look at things a bit differently. Look, we've got an offer coming in. We've got this Ace of Wands, which is all about career, finance, so on. And you could be thinking about taking this leap of faith because of this opportunity, but you're still a little unsure. You're still not sure whether or not it's enough, whether or not it's really what you want, whether it's going to be emotionally fulfilling. This could also be an offer coming into you in relation to a settlement of some kind. Somebody could be making an offer of a settlement of some kind when it comes to documentation. It could be, like a divorce papers or separation papers. Could be something like that. Could be a job, promotion where they're making you an offer and you're not really that happy with the financial side of things. You really feel that maybe they could pay you more for what you're worth, and that's why you might be taking this leap of faith and walking away from that situation because it's time for a raise and you're just not getting it. We've got negotiation here, but this is a very good time. This here, could be very much going to turn out to be really good. So this month you've got to negotiate. This is very much about working in with others as a team or negotiating on, your financial situation. Maybe you need to step up and point out that what you're worth. Uh, this is not a month to accept less than what you believe you're worth. This is not a month to just take something somebody's offering because there isn't something better. This is a time where you really acknowledge the fact that I know what I'm worthy of. I know my worth. I know what I do and how hard I work, and I need to be acknowledged. Look, we do have the victory. We have the recognition, the public recognition and reward. We have some brilliant ideas that lead to success. Okay, we have the world card, which is a job well done, and also joy and contentment and gratitude. But it's also about you know um, knowing that there's big opportunities. There's a lot of opportunities out there for you and your gifts and your qualifications. So when it comes to your finances, Aquarius, this month, it looks to me like there could be an offer of some kind that you may not entirely be happy with, but that you could negotiate on. So there could be a need here for you to just negotiate on that situation. Look, we do also have the ten of wands, the ten of pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is very much about old money, family money. It's about inheritance. And we do have the Three of Pentacles underneath that. So, again, this could be a family concern when it comes to finances, where there could be a will or monies in the family. And, you need to talk about, how it's going to be spent or how to go about it. You could be setting up a trust of some kind. You could be retiring, bringing something to a closure, walking away from a job, even though you don't want to because of your health. You could be walking away. Now you're going into retirement, and you're sitting around and you're all talking about how to invest your monies, how to move forward in life, and also you could also be planning some travel. You could also be trying to work out your finances so that you can do a little bit of travel in your retirement. It's very possible that you could be doing that this month too. And so it's a very interesting month of negotiation, I feel, around when it comes to your living, your work, your career, um, and of course, families involved in that too. Family is involved in that too. I can see that there is a need to walk. There is something you need to move away from because there's no point in staying there. There's no point. And okay, look, somebody could make some form of an offer during this month to try and fix that. But again, you could be this month. You could be in a state of, well, I'm not interested. I don't want to go there. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to. And it could be a good idea just to look at things. Because of the stress that could involve, just face things, look at it, and speak your truth and find the truth as well this month with this situation that's going on when it comes to your financial situation. The Wheel of Fortune is very much things from the past as well. This could be monies that are passed into the family, or monies that have been willed some time ago, a long time ago. This could also be about things that are coming up again, things becoming repeating itself, or again, you haven't sorted this out yet, so you're going through it still, or you're going through it again. It's very, very possible. And what Spirit is saying to you is to, take your time. Take your time and negotiate as best you can in a cooperative way. This is very much about cooperation and working in with others when it comes to family money or finances, or in particular in June. So we're going to ask Spirit Aquarius what it is that they chose for you in the angels, gods, and goddesses deck. And they've given you the angel of relaxation. Let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. Ooh, that's good. Angel of relaxation. Oh, this is good. Okay, I don't know that I've had that one much. Angel of relaxation. Let's have a look and see what page that's on. Angel of relaxation. Let's have a look. Here it is, number page 32. Okay, it's the next one. Okay, so Aquarius, this is what Spirit's got for you. This final message, this beautiful, beautiful card here. Aquarius, let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. Oh, that's nice. Everything will fall into place and become clear when it is meant to. So switch off and take it easy for a while, Aquarius, okay? The angel of relaxation has appeared in your reading to help you to relax. By keeping your focus fixed on all it is you wish to happen, you are in a way preventing the natural flow of events to unfold. Surrender any project or concern to the angels in the knowing that all is being taken care of. Focus on all you have achieved to date and on all your many blessings. We had that, didn't we? Yeah, we had that. Good news is on its way. Public recognition, reward. Yeah. So take time to nurture and pamper yourself and start to do more of those things which nourish your soul instead of worrying about the future. You create the space for the angels. By relaxing and letting go of desired outcomes, you create the space for the angels and the universe to give you what you want. Trust. This is something that I strongly believe in because Aquarius, I always know that whatever it is that I focus on, whatever it is I ask for, I always just say, I leave it to you. And I trust and have faith in you that if it's meant to be. And so this is the time now for you to have trust and faith that this whole situation that surrounds you in June 2025 is actually going to turn out pretty good. And look, at the end of the month, you've got the world and you've got the Wheel of Fortune. Two very strong major arcanas. These are both sitting at the end of June. And they're also, working their way to the end of June through the month as well. And the beginning of the month, we have this letting go, releasing, taking that leap of faith, not being afraid to step up and move forward and create the life that you really want to build on. So it's an interesting time. Obviously there's some of you, not all of you, some of you may need to be walking away from a situation, relationships, things that are not working for you. That does not have to be a love relationship. Relationships can be brothers and sisters and family, friends, workmates. We're talking about people that we interact with, not necessarily always on a love level. A lot of people, they hear the word relationship and they always go straight to intimate relationships, but it's not that. It's the people around us. Sometimes it's the neighbours. And if you're in a situation here where some of you have got lousy neighbours and it's just terrible area and you're going through a lot of stress and strife, this could be the month where you actually take action, jump into and take that leap of faith and create a whole new future for yourselves by going to a whole new area. Don't be afraid to do that. Okay, if you can do it, you do it. That's what you need to be happy and content in your soul. So, Aquarius, thanks for being with us today. We'd love to hear from you. As you know, I'm Linda from Australia. I love to hear where you're from. I always give you a little heart, a little tick, and a heart to let you know I've read your message. Even if you say thank you, I thank you. I'm saying thank you to you. I know you're busy, and to make a little comment, thank you so much for doing that because it's very much appreciated. I always check my comments every morning when I'm having my first cup of tea, and let you know that I appreciate you and get back to you. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, that would be wonderful. You'd help us a great deal to grow. It takes a long time to grow a channel these days, very hard because there's a lot of competition out there. There's no doubt about that. And so, if you do decide to subscribe, you'll get notifications on all the work that we do through Spirit, but through our channeling to help and guide everybody who watches us. Take care. We'd love a little like. Would you like to give us a like? That would be wonderful. Just go click, and that also helps us. Your encouragement and support is very much appreciated. Till next time, Aquarius, it's been wonderful to be with you today, and I look forward to catching up again very soon. Bye bye for now.